You know, we're not just getting killed, we are being slaughtered in the most horrifying ways ever imagined or willed. By the worst of humanity killing us for the thrill in front of a world that looked away, moved on as our lives froze still. Where shall I even start? Trying to figure out which ache is strongest in my heart. Still, may I never see them as numbers in the news increasing on the chart, so I'll never forget that these are families that have been torn apart. Till when? Till when are we going to update the numbers on stage, begging people to engage, educating, while suppressing our rage, reading their names page by page? Till when will our people get slaughtered in a cage? Till when will we see newfound mass graves and 2 million Palestinians besieged and depraved, bombed to dust in safe zones with nowhere to escape? Till when will genocide and dead children be constant background noise and normalize that our government supports the one that destroys? Till when can we hold back our tears and cry about the children cut in half and their mothers saying the final goodbye? Watch them get slaughtered with our own supply, witnessing rivers of blood run dry and then flood again in the same night, endless bombs from the sky. These people are like you and I, live streaming their own genocide to a world that turned a blind eye, and since our birth, our existence criticize and deny, and we still wonder why. You know what hurts the most? Getting to know them through their death posts, their most vulnerable last moments exposed to a world that meets them with silence amidst the live stream genocide and Israeli violence. Let me tell you about Sha'ban. Try to imagine it if you can. Imagine being trapped in the fiery blaze in what seconds ago was your safe space, looking out for help, and all you see is your father's helpless face looking at you with soul-crushing concern. So you look back at the fire and you see your own mother in the fire burn, trying to scream but you choke on the smoke and flame. You're being filmed to show a world that's still debating who's to blame. You lift your hands up and try to understand what you feel as you watch your skin burn and peel. You realize your entire life is ending and it's your only chance to say farewell. But the fire is melting off your skin, so you get distracted as it fell off of your body. As you try to say your goodbyes, but no one hears anything you tell, so you watch silently and wonder if this is hell. Is this reality a nightmare or a curse? It feels like hell, only it's worse. There are no starving babies in hell, nor tanks running over and crushing alive the doctor and the nurse. In hell, the guilty pay for their sins, not in birth. Let me tell you about Hind, a 6-year-old, as you say, kind. Her call for help is on YouTube. It was recorded, broadcasted to a world that ignored it. We heard her cousin get shot in an earlier call. Brave little Hind grabbed the phone and called again by nightfall. It was dark, she was scared, and on the phone for help she pled. Stuck in a car for 3 nights with the bodies of her family dead. She described her location and said that there was an Israeli tank. When her mother heard that on the phone, her heart sank. They sent 2 paramedics to retrieve her and aligned with the Israeli army not to shoot. They told them exactly where the ambulance will be and pre-aligned the route. 2 weeks later, they found the ambulance struck and her little lifeless body still in the car stuck. They killed the paramedics and shot Hind 355 times. A 6-year-old alone, 355 bullets. This is a live-streamed crime. Her name is Hind Rajab. Hear her call online. She deserves a lot more words, but unfortunately there's not enough rhymes. Back in our homes, we can scroll away, but next is a baby's heart who stopped at 2 weeks old, cause her little body couldn't take the tense cold. Another child walking barefoot in the rain, forced to eat bread with mold. He's 7. Can you see his face? He should be in a school enrolled. You find so many like him as you scroll, yet it's not genocide, we are told, because our lives were deemed worthless when we were sold, and international law in our case does not uphold. Mothers roughly dragging their crying children, carrying bags. Their children don't understand, so they cry and on the floor collapse. Scared, tired, thirsty, hungry and confused. Why, when they ask their mother's attention for the first time, they are refused? They cannot understand that the monsters are not under their bed. They're the ones in the tanks holding a gun to their mother's head, commanding her to never look down or up. Look straight ahead, keep walking, and no matter what, don't stop. A father trying to dig his family out with his fingers. A mother kisses her son's lifeless head so his smell could linger. Their hunger is loud, they silence their stomach with a stone. But what use is it? They just bombed white phosphorus that burns straight through the bones. Israeli soldiers killing for fun. In kill zones, decomposed human skeletons lay everywhere for stray dogs to devour. They're still wearing their sneakers. Go to find bread and you're threatened by a drone with a gun and a speaker. A woman waits, her husband trying to call. She doesn't know yet that their new weapons left nothing of him at all. For 14 months, one child in Gaza is being killed every 10 minutes. They were all the soul of our souls. For someone, they're not just digits. So many more orphaned and lost their limbs. A targeted strike on a 4-day-old twins. Tents flooded on the shoreline. Skin diseases in incline. Starvation of a population by design. Hospitals grey, empty, haunted without a life sign. Prisoners raped in front of the world, tortured and confined. Aid workers bombed on routes they aligned. The biggest demographic killed is aged 5 to 9. Mass graves everywhere. Genocide has been met no matter how you define. And still they tell us on the news, Palestinians are the problem, yet there is no Palestine. All they ask for is the world's attention. We're wondering where the hell is genocide prevention? Is it just ink on paper signed in a convention? Not applicable to the colored people of the third world dimension. Killed by the tens of thousands and in the media no mention. Our genocide redefined as geopolitical tension. They tell you it's complicated above your level of comprehension, but it's clear and simple. It's Holocaust. They told you their intention. I'm sorry, my people, we couldn't scream loud enough. Whenever we spoke of you before, the world yelled bluff. There were two sides, they've always said. Now we watch you lay your children and their thousands dead. I'm sorry, my people, we couldn't save you. With that guilt we must live on. A pain striking through the heart, so severe, agony that will never be gone. But alas, the people are ignorant, and ignorant is bliss. And no matter what we do, we have no clue how to stop this. But with each word I speak here and now, I promise you only to strengthen my vow, never to allow anyone to forget their names, never allow their blood to be spilt in vain. For if we must die, you must remain, to tell our story, to tell the world how hard we fought for glory, to show them our children's smile and their premature deaths so gory. None of them are mine, yet they are all a part of me in a way I cannot define nor explain. Tell them about the strength that we contain to face the world's evil steadfast through unbelievable pain. That we were all human, we were all Palestinian. We heard of human rights, but we saw from the world nothing humane. Thank you.